DETV's Good Morning Wilmington. I'm Nadj Nicole.
And I'm Jay. It's springtime, and I'm in a good mood. How are you?
I'm good. I bought this. It's butterflies, and I'm wearing light colors. And you can't see my skirt, but I'm stepping into spring with color.
Yeah, it looks good. It's like, and if I misspeak, please correct me, but it's got like this kind of, modern / 70s vibe. It's like really, okay, I'm not way off. Oh, good job. Let's see, I'm learning.
Okay, all right.
I've been around a couple of fashion people thanks to you on the show, and I'm learning some things. I think that's a cool print. You guys should actually see the skirt. But
I know. Sorry you can't. I'll take pictures for the gram.
Nice. Yeah, for sure.
If y'all haven't followed Good Morning Wilmington on Instagram, do that. If you haven't followed Jay on Instagram, do that. If you haven't followed me, do that. All of our updates, what we doing, where we going, who we with, all on IG. So yeah. Yeah,
I can be even goofier on there and say things that maybe I shouldn't say on the air. So yeah, do that there, player.
It is National Hug Your Dog Day. Princey, I'm coming home to you, boo. And it's also National Pack Your Lunch Day.
What is that about?
I don't know, but for those people who are door dashing and Grubhubbing and a Yelping and a Uber Eatsing, pack your lunch today. Go in your fridge, get out your chair, get off your couch, and go make you a sandwich.
Yeah, and save some money.
There you go.
I can make up a reason for it, but I wonder if there's like some deeper motive to it, if it's like environmental or you know what I mean? I'm gonna make up a holiday of my own for every day of the week, I think. For every day of the year. There's always a holiday, which I'm for. I love to celebrate.
Or you could just celebrate the ones that we have.
No, I'm gonna make up my own holidays and just this is buy Jay a motorcycle.
Well,
day.
Journey does that. Journey has Journey Day. And it usually comes whenever she decides.
Yeah. Lisa, it's International Buy Your Husband a Motorcycle Day. Let's celebrate. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying there? But I really should buy my own motorcycle.
It's not gonna work.
Fine, I try.
Real quick, we want to shout out Poet Crucial.
Yes.
We got fan mail, y'all. We official. We officially official.
Yeah, this is really cool.
We got a letter. We real.
Yeah, I feel really real, and I've actually seen him perform before, and he's really good.
Yes. So we want to thank you for our gifts.
We got it. We appreciate it.
The book is called Selfless Letters, Caring Desires, Scorned Egos by Poet Crucial and Artie Bryant.
Yeah.
So
looking forward to reading it.
Yeah, go follow him on the medias and support local arts and artists. Delaware news.
Yep.
It's no secret that our two senators, Carper and Coons, decided to vote against $15 minimum wage. I'm gonna be honest, I'm curious as to their reasoning behind it, but we're not getting into that this morning because there are other things we could talk about. But I implore you to go look up articles that are talking about it and find out all the other senators who also voted against it and figure out why.
And I'll also jump in. I'm not going to dig into this one, but I know that some of our local legislators are actually working to get us that $15 minimum wage, and I'll leave it at that. But research that because it's concerning.
Yes.
That. Yep.
Delaware, y'all.
What else?
Delaware is one of the states with the most speeding tickets. We only this big. We this big. What are y'all doing?
Is it per capita or like just the most? You know what I'm saying? There's no way that we give out as many.
We're in the top 10.
Right. Okay.
Like come out.
Yeah.
Where are y'all going? We ain't the Christian Mall is only a stone throw away.
I drive fast. My wife drives fast.
I'm surprised Jay has not been arrested because
arrested.
You drive crazy.
I drive fast. Why would I be arrested?
Y'all should see how this man be going down them back roads. He just be trying to kill people.
No, that's not true. I drive. It's called spirited driving. I'm a very spirited
J2
driver.
almost had a heart attack. If y'all remember our motorcycle segment, J2 was about to die.
I do drive too fast.
Slow down.
But when I'm pulled over, I'm very respectful. I say, you know what, cop, you're right. Like you got that. Like I'm definitely in the wrong. So fine. I'll take that. Most of the time, like almost every time, I've deserved the speeding tickets that I get. I have nothing to say negative about that. Like it's my bad.
Quick tidbit. I was on the Facebooks. and this ad came up from this lawyer, and he was like, if you ever get stopped, things not to say to a police officer. And the police officer says, do you know how fast you were going? And he says, never admit that you know. No, officer, I don't know how fast I was going.
Right.
So maybe use that when y'all get stopped.
Not just be like, you're right. This pickup truck was not meant to go this fast. You got that, player.
I can't. Let's bring it down.
Yeah. Can I bring up Mikey's event real quick?
Yes.
So 302 Guns Down and Westside Grows, there's going to be an event on Saturday. I think there's a community cleanup at 11 o'clock. There's also, and then basically they created a really great mural that you can see coming right up 2nd Street on the left-hand side, right when you get to the top of the street. And there's going to be a celebration on Saturday about the creation of that mural, and it's going to be just about bringing the West Side together. I think Richard Raw and his, working with the kids, the Cultural Restoration Project, and Behind These Bars, I think that's what it's called, right?
Okay.
Those kids are going to perform, and I think Rex, there's going to be a lot going on that day. So just come slide by 2nd Street by the mural on 2nd Street and Union, almost at the top, and hang out with us, because I'll be there for sure. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Thank you for that. Support the community, friends. There was another shooting in Wilmington in the Riverside area. So we have had 24 shooting victims this year. 24 shooting victims.
You want to talk about per capita? It's one of our biggest problems.
Wait, that's big.
That's the problem. We are so disproportionate in terms of the amount of, gun violence that we have here, and everyone knows it, and it's going to take a massive effort from everyone to fix.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it at that.
Well, sending our condolences to the families who were affected, to the lives that were lost. We don't want to hear about this, but I think it's important that we talk about it, because if you don't know what's going on, how can you help? How can you figure out your placement in the community? So
I'll say this and be real quick about it. In my head, there's no way to consider yourself great and pat yourself on the back, as a collective city, if you have a huge amount of gun violence, especially if it's happening mainly with young people.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Lieutenant John McGrady is the first Delaware Space Force Guardian
I feel like when you say that, you should say it, he's the new Delaware Space Force Guardian. You've got to say it like that, otherwise it doesn't. Because if I was a Space Force Guardian, that's how I would come out. I would be in all of my motorcycle gear with a helmet and a lightsaber that I got from the Halloween store, and I would say, I am the Space Force Guardian, the first of Delaware, and I will protect you in the outer space. Yes. Sparta. No? If you were a Space Force Guardian, how would you say that how else could you say it?
I wouldn't.
Oh, okay, you wouldn't.
Wait. We're not trying to disrespect you, Lieutenant.
It's actually pretty cool.
First Lieutenant John McGrady. We are not disrespecting you. Okay. Congratulations. He was, what do you call it? Sworn in? Yeah, sworn in February. I don't know what you do, but
he guards the space.
Listen, congrats. You guard that space,
brother, with the force.
It's time now for Sam's favorite segment, Nadj's Sports Talk. All right.
Make it quick so we can get to the fun stuff.
This is fun. The Blue Coats, baby, defeated the Austin Spurs 124-103 on Monday night. It was the first postseason victory in the Delaware franchise's history in the team's first ever playoff game.
That team good. That team good.
Y'all know to dribble that ball and shoot them shots.
Swish.
It was also playoff or all-star weekend. Is that what it's called, Sam?
Yes.
Where everybody was flued out or flew themselves out and then posted GoFundMes.
I think Team LeBron won. So I find these things out from the young people that I work with. So I've been, two of my kids, I've been driving them, two of my elementary school kids that I work with, I've been driving them in, and they were like, hey, Mr. J, did you hear about the All-Star Weekend? And I was like, and they kind of told me. All I know is that Team LeBron won against, what's the other team, Sam, in the All-Star game? Steph Curry's team. So Team LeBron won.
That's nice, but we talking about the people that got flued out.
Sorry, they got flued out.
With only $400 in their pocket and then had nowhere to go and didn't know how to come back. So they posted GoFundMes.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
I need y'all to really figure out your priorities.
Well, because of how old you are, right? Because if I was 23.
But you have nowhere. They were talking about, I had $400. Waiting for my unemployment to kick in, and it didn't kick in. Somebody help me.
Okay, if you're my age with kids and you do that, that's absolutely irresponsible.
No, you don't need to fly nowhere if you ain't got no money to get back.
Let's just figure it out. It's an adventure. That's just an.
See, that's that reckless behavior that gets y'all in trouble.
That's that young, reckless behavior.
I'm young and I'm not reckless.
Yo, we got enough to get there. We'll figure out how we get back. Let's do this.
Y'all messy.
You know what I mean?
GoFundMe is not for that. That's why people don't be donating to GoFundMes with actual purpose. Because you got fools like them
Listen.
talking about, I need money to get back home because I thought I was going to bag me a basketball player. Lord have mercy. I don't know. Christina Kelly, she said Kenny family shop rights. That's the reason that the senators voted no.
Oh, okay. I guess she's implying that his political influence is having some sway over them, and I can't speak on that at all, but I understand what she's saying.
Me either. And then Nabila Jean Black Schwartz said, why hasn't Biden shut down Drumpy's Space Force nonsense? Sis, I don't know. I don't even know what Space Force is.
I never really understood what that was. There is a difference between that and NASA, clearly, but I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to act like I know.
But if y'all find out, let me know.
And if you're a guardian, say it like this. Go ahead.
Real quick, let's just run over it. COVID, it's still here. Y'all act like outside open back up. It hasn't, but y'all do what you gonna do because I'm gonna be in the house. Condolences to the families who have lost loved ones who have been affected by COVID. Our hearts are with you. Please be smart. Continue to wear your mask. I don't care what Texas and Mississippi or whatever they doing down south.
The game ain't over yet.
It's really not. And I was listening to NPR this morning, and they interviewed some of the restaurants that are in Texas, and they all basically said the same thing: is we understand what he said, but we also understand that we care about our customers and our employees. So we're gonna be wearing masks. Yeah. So honestly, it's about
science.
But also understanding like how you feel is one thing, but you have to remember, what you do affects everybody else.
Everything I've done throughout the pandemic has had nothing to do with my personal health. I am relatively young and healthy.
I'm trying not to kill nobody else.
That's all. My parents. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with me. Zero.
And if somebody get my grandma sick, you're going to get these hands. That's what you're going to get.
And, go ahead. Let's get into the fun stuff. Let's go.
Wait. We still have a few things.
No.
There will be in 2027 or 2029 a space hotel. And right now, China and Russia are working on a moon testing site or school or something where they're going to be on the moon, living there and doing testing and all that. So, kudos to y'all. I'm going to be right here on Earth.
Just fresh in from Sam, the producer, he says, and we should have said this, that the Blue Coats won last night, #1, and they're going to play in the championship game tomorrow night.
Don't say Delaware ain't got things happening, okay? We got things popping. We got playoff players, okay?
Championships.
We got championships.
Space
we got
Force
bubbles.
Guardians. I'm gonna be doing that for the rest
I
of the
mean,
show.
I don't know what else y'all need. Y'all got us. Okay. The trials for Kyle Rittenhouse and Derek Chauvin are in process. So if you don't know who they are, Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 people during a protest for the murder of Jacob Blake. And I think he's a high school student. And then Derek Chauvin is on trial for the murder of, oh my gosh, what is it, last year?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
What's his name? Oh my goodness.
You're breaking my.
Y'all know who we talking about. Y'all know who we talking about. When all hell broke loose. I think one is still selecting jury members, and the other one is in appeals for a different conviction, something like that. But either way, tune in, know what's going on, stay informed. And now this is what we call the royal mess, what Jay has been trying to get to.
Because it's a good. The thing is, on one hand, I don't really care about it, but on the other hand, everybody's talking about it. So let's have a fun discussion about it on this beautiful Wednesday morning.
Well,
I couldn't care less.
Let me just
say. But the interwebs are on fire about it.
Yes, and my issue. So me and Jay had an argument. Well, it was really me just yelling at Jay.
George Floyd.
George Floyd, that's his
terrible.
name. Oh my gosh.
I feel like a horrible person.
Yes.
Right, let me
Derek
make sure.
Chauvin was the one who stood on his neck for 7 or 9 minutes.
Okay, so.
All right, back to the royal mess. I know that was messy, Sam.
Don't.
You'll be all right.
Focus.
Okay. Me and Jay got into an argument the other day.
It wasn't an argument.
Well, I was really yelling at him because he asked the question and I felt triggered. So, but here's the reason why.
You didn't yell at me. It was okay.
I know I did.
Okay, go ahead.
I did yell at you. So Jay was saying, why should we care? So just to recap, which I watched the interview last night.
I did not. So I'm in the ignorant side of things. I haven't actually watched the interview. Continue.
Okay, I watched the interview last night. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are no longer members of the royal court.
And that's been the case for some time now, right?
Since last year, I
Okay,
believe.
okay.
They now live in LA, and their children will not have titles, and they don't have money from the royal family, and they don't have security. No, they're on their own. They're like you and me.
No. Okay, but go ahead.
In the interview, now we've all seen the tabloids, we've all seen the gossip sites and all that crap. This was Meghan's chance to come out and talk about her side of things. So one of the more pressing issues was the comment she made about there were talks of her son's skin color and how dark he would be.
About as dark as mine, in all likelihood, but go ahead.
She kept mentioning something called the institution, which I'm assuming is like the court HR.
Okay.
So like the people you go to for communications or
Sure.
for medical stuff or whatever. She said she talked about being suicidal and said that she went to the institution to talk about that and getting help, and they weren't trying to help her. She also said that she was told they would protect her from in the press, and that did not happen. They kept allowing false narratives.
It sounds a lot like Princess Diana, right?
Diana, yeah.
It sounds a whole lot like that, but go ahead. Sorry.
Yes, there are a lot of similarities. There was a story in particular where they said, the tabloids came out and said that Meghan made Kate cry, and Kate is Prince, whatever his name.
She's the next in line to be the real queen.
Right.
Okay.
But it really was the reverse. Kate made Meghan cry in the wedding area. I said all this to say, why should we care? And I really had to think about this because there are a lot of people who say celebrities shouldn't be role models. Celebrities, you shouldn't idolize these people because they're just like us. They're just, don't put them on a pedestal and blah, blah, blah. I get that. But I also understand that our culture, American culture, the world culture, is influenced by the people that are on the magazines, that are on the TV screen. I mean, believe it or not, even though me and Jay are where we are, in a small state on a local channel, we influence people. So we have to be mindful of what we're doing and what we're saying and how we are portraying things. So no matter how much we don't want to care about what is happening in the UK or happening in the royal court, it's on the front page of almost everything.
And that's what I don't get, is I don't know why people have an interest.
Because of celebrity.
But
because people have an obsession with celebrity.
Yeah.
Period. So
and I don't.
So we have to. It's like saying.
In my head, celebrity is something that you should be able to attain because of something valuable that you bring to society.
Of course.
Wait. So Stevie Wonder is a celebrity because of the extremely high quality of music that he's created over decades.
Right.
Kim Kardashian is a celebrity, and I don't know why she's a celebrity. I don't know what value that she brings to life. And as an American who, you know, enjoys whatever democracy that we have and has no interest in anything about monarchies and royalty, I don't understand why we pay attention to something that is completely outside of what our values are. They don't really do anything. And so when I say that I don't understand why we care about the royals, it's not to say that I don't care about the fact that a young black girl is dealing with racism. Of course I care about that, and no matter where it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anywhere that a young black person or a young black woman or anyone is experiencing, you know, anything negative, I care about that. It happens no matter, it matters everywhere. But I just don't understand why we care about the royals.
Listen, we could have a whole conversation on why we care about TikTokers.
Right,
about
I don't
why
get
we
that.
care about
Right.
the Tessica Brown, you know,
Yeah.
Gorilla Glue girl. Like, unfortunately,
Right.
countries are businesses, and that's
Sure.
how they've operated. The moment money became a thing, and gold and silver and spices, all that trade, the moment money came into the picture, anytime you are able to capitalize on something and make your life better is when it becomes the forefront. So now we make stupid things a part of celebrity and celebrity life. And I wish it didn't happen either, but it's here. So what do? What we can do is, and I was going over this last night because I was really trying to understand, like, why does it matter if it's here? How should we maneuver around it? And I said a few things. I said, number one, because of racism. Number one, that's the biggest thing for me is racism, because you have these children. I was a Disney kid growing up, and
Yes.
idolizing princesses and
Sure.
wanting to be a princess. You even have people now talking about queen this and queen that. Representation matters.
Sure.
To know that my 7-year-old now knows there is a queen and prince, and that's a thing. I want to make sure that when she really dives into it, that we are holding these people accountable for the negative part that they're playing in their roles.
Right, but like, okay, and I think we said this in our conversation the other day, like, yeah, of course representation matters. I love seeing, you know, brown and black queens and princesses in Disney movies, and I guess my point just kind of fundamentally is I just don't, like, racism is everywhere, and I would rather focus on the racism that's going on, number one, just in America as a whole, and like number two, like in my city. I have.
But that's you. So that's the thing. Like, there are going to be people who focus on local. There are going to be people who focus on national. There are going to be people who focus on, like.
And what matters to you? Like,
Exactly.
But I don't know why the Queen of England matters.
You're not going to get it because that's not where your head is at.
But why do you, seriously, like, why do you care about the Queen of England? If take all the color stuff around.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I'm just.
all right.
I'm just saying. I care about racism.
Sure.
I care about abuse.
Sure.
I care about idols.
Sure.
You know, I love celebrity culture because it's fun. It's funny.
That I can appreciate. Now, if we're going to just say, if we can, now, yeah, it's fun. If
Yeah,
we can leave, like
it's entertainment.
I'm here for French fries and Disney and all that.
But I can't dismiss the mess in all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing that I said, why should we care, is idolization, and unfortunately, you know, this false narrative that we have that everything's perfect on the other side, and it's not.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that, I mean.
So I think it's great that she got on television and said, this is what's going on, because then it unfortunately, it bursts that perfect little bubble that people have, thinking that it's some fairy tale land when it's really not. Not everybody thinks like you.
No, but I thought it was kind of an understood thing that, like, being royal is a miserable experience. Like, everyone doesn't understand that at this point. Like, everyone knows that Princess Diana had a miserable existence.
No, Jay.
Okay, maybe I'm not aware that people are not aware of that.
just like I don't understand why you would find thrill in riding a motorcycle that could kill you. Like literally, one little false move or one little hit, and you're done. I have no understanding of why that's enjoyable to you. But just like you don't understand, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was weird. But like,
I'm saying you don't have to understand. It just is what it is. You feel one way, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You know, I certainly wish Meghan and Prince Harry all of the happiness that, you know, they deserve as humans. Clearly, I don't understand the obsession, but it's not for me to understand. And, you know, I wish we could focus on things that matter, that are closer to us, but it's all over the interwebs.
I think they do. But you have to remember, money talks. So
maybe it shouldn't.
What makes people money is going to be the thing that's on the forefront, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a loaded conversation. Jay don't care.
I care about anyone who is experiencing any kind of negative, especially systematic negative behavior. I don't care from black women to, you know, whatever, to women's rights. All of those things matter anywhere these problems are happening. Royalty. Okay. You know.
Well, thank you for watching. You have a wonderful Wednesday, and we'll see you on Monday.
Toodles.
Good Morning Wilmington with co-hosts Nadj and Jea. Join them every Monday at 10 a.m. News and views from and about the city of Wilmington, plus DETVCH.com.